University is located in Hickory, North Carolina, an hour drive to Charlotte, close to the city of Asheville and mountains in Boone. This is an ideal location for students from all over the country and world. With a community who supports LR and each other, the city of Hickory boasts a vibrant downtown scene, movie theaters, minor league sports teams, and a beautiful lake. The perfect home for the LR Bears. Fresh from a 5-0 win over Barton in their first preseason game, the LR men's soccer team is straight back to work with another day of double sessions before classes start later in the week.
Yep. Yes. Good, Howard. Good. Good set. Yep. Good. Good, man. Good, Dylan. Yep. Good. A little.
As preseason continues, the practice centers around the tactical framework of the team, while also focusing on ensuring the boys are working hard to reach peak fitness levels as the season approaches.
I feel like it was our best year and we were the closest because everyone had, someone they could go to whenever they needed, whether it was soccer-wise, school-wise, or just somebody to talk to. Here we have a technical analysis session with our coaches, just going over different type of set pieces we would see. Not only did we go over corners, but we went over free kicks, formations, and just different other tactics and time management pieces that we could use to our advantage so we can win more games for the season.
To be able to hit that perfect back post from a wide free kick from a short corner.
Only a couple yards. Obviously depends on these market these men as well if they drop back. Especially saying that you want to push out a little bit, but definitely not straight out on an angle backwards sliding. I think this man has to kind of take control of this area in here. If the ball is delivered into there. That's what I'd say.
I think that's the most dangerous space that you've got to mark straight away.
Yeah.
Backwards. Nice and easy. Nice and light. Nice and easy.
After lunch and analysis, the Bears are back on the practice field for the afternoon session.
13, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well done, again. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17,
Well done, Gio. Well done, Gio.
Look up the ball.
Play simple.
There you go. Yeah, yeah. No.
Well done, Gio.
An opportunity for the players to demonstrate their understanding of the tactical framework and head coach Winter to ensure they are constantly learning.
The thing is, when you do go out to the outside, I mean, you can have one short, one long, but you know sometimes you can't stay long because he's only got one touch. He needs support close to him as well to bounce out and come up the other way.
Okay. My observations, once you started to understand that we had to have depth in possession, you started to maintain possession. Okay? And it's not just about being closed and condensed and then expanding. It's about having enough numbers to support the ball and make sure you have an overload. Because remember, we're looking for an overload. We're looking for more players close to the ball at all times. But we also need a way of playing out that pressure. So you need to make a mathematical calculation very quickly in terms of space and passing lines, how many players we can commit to the ball carrier, how many players we need to hold off to make sure that we have support for a longer pass. Once that pass is played through, now we need to turn and support the next phase. That is all about continuing our momentum in attack. When you guys are moving the ball quickly from side to side, you look fluid because that long pass is being played and there is always a supporting movement underneath the ball to make sure that the pass can go forward again. If you don't support that long pass, where does the ball go back again? Straight back. Either you're able to counter press from front and back, or the ball goes all the way back and you have to start the attack again.
Get it right.
Birthday boy Brendan Morrison serenades the team with a 60-second song to mix reactions, before stealing the show with a joke about assistant coach Alderson's beloved Newcastle United.
Red Buster! Must tell everybody, Brandon, your best joke.
Okay. You good?
We're ready.
Okay. Let's go, please. My name is Brandon Morrison, and my joke is Newcastle's trophy cabinet.
Congratulations, well done. Super.
In the preseason phase, you know, typically everybody's working on tactical stuff, which is important, but we're as a team, we're fight first. So if you have if that strength and agility, and you're able to push through with doing that extra circuit, then you're able to push through that overtime and get that extra goal that we need. Also with Nolan, he's very disciplined, so he'll be able to get you on the right track, especially if you follow his steps. No matter whether you're benching 200 or benching 50 pounds, you'll feel a lot stronger towards the end of the season working with Nolan.
Santiago! At one point he was breathe about
I do planks on Friday.
Wow, and Steve, look at the camera. Come on, Steve. Come on, Steve. Smile in the recording. Steve, smile for Santi. Hey!
As classes begin, the schedule changes to one session a day, meaning intensity goes up.
Okay, that's impossible.
Power.
Good, relax.
Defense on 3! 1, 2, 3!
Next up for the players is a fun night engaging with the wonderful Hickory community for 828 Day. Then, attention returns to the field in the upcoming final preseason game.
Yeah, it was great. All the teams showed up. We had some games going on, mini games for all the sports, but we had some kids come around, a lot of families come into the stands and then some out on the field, and it was just wonderful seeing all of them out come and support. So go Bears, and we are Hickory's team.
Pretty good. We have been working really hard, and I think we are doing an amazing job getting the group together. All the new guys are doing an amazing job getting in the Lenoir-Rhyne culture, and returners are helping them so much, so I'm really proud of the team. Our culture is based mainly on relationships and how we get along with each other, not only on the field but out of the field. We help each other with everything. How do we work hard and how do we practice to get better players and get being a better human beings. This team is full of talent, but other than that, the main strength that I see on this team is the fact that we are able to work all together to get our goals and our objectives for this season. So I think we have a fantastic group of players, not only as like players on the field with their talent, but also out of the field, like we have a fantastic group of
and then we have a game on Saturday, our final pre-season scrimmage, and we also play the following Thursday in our season opener, and that's going to be community night. Can you talk to us a little bit about the support of the community and the connection we have with them?
Yeah, once again, the community is why we do this. It's bigger than just the BSC, and you guys know who you are. The community is wonderful. We do so many things with them and just show that respect back to them and for everything that they do for us. So once again, they're just wonderful, and we're lucky to have them.
Thank you, Eric.
The excitement of preseason has taken its toll on the coaches, who are now completely reliant on caffeine.
You might want to call the Red Roof in.
The night before the final preseason game, the players partake in the infamous talent show.
Talent show is just something that we look forward to at the end of preseason. It's a great bonding experience with the rest of the guys, and it's something that all of us just look forward to as far as wrapping up preseason, going into the regular season, and getting closer to one another.
Do you want anything to drink?
Can I get a beer, please?
Water? Yes, of course.
Blah, 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 blah. And that one in particular is just, it was just funny just to see like Carlos and them and just the way they come up with like the most absurd idea possible and turned it into something actually funny.
Speak English?
When I was a young warthog.
Oh my gosh, that was my favorite one, honestly. You can tell how much effort these people put into their performances, honestly, and it shows. It really shows on the day. I mean, all it takes is a few minutes, but it doesn't even seem. It seemed like they threw it together in the last second. And I don't know what it is about Benny, man, but when he sings, he gets something out of me.
We just want to do a present for the coaches because I know other teams are not doing very well. Other teams are yelling in the ears or being around them. So just be careful, guys, and take care of them, okay? So we are doing
I mean, you always expect to have at least one video of us at least shooting shade at the coaches as far as just warming, like the warm-ups and different tendencies, because they do stick.
I'm gonna do in numbers. Even on. 23. Take the point! Alright, Jeff, here we go. Can everybody see? Make sure that you can see. Bully!
Oh no. But I mean, honestly, from the effects to the music to everything, that was probably the most, I guess, well orchestrated one out of all of them. I think that, yeah, we did mess up towards the end a little bit, and I think that we got the timings wrong. But I mean, come on, we didn't even get top three. Like, I think it's rigged at this point. I mean, I've been doing this for almost 5 years now, so I mean, come on, they've got to give me credit at some point. I'm literally throwing myself on the line here as far as talent shows go. For the amount of effort and preparation we put in, I mean, we did get back a pretty decent performance, and I think we captivated the crowd. Absolutely captivated it. It's something different that I think that a lot of other teams and a lot of other programs just don't incorporate, as far as getting to know the players and getting to know who you're with. And regardless of whether you spend 5 minutes preparing or 25 minutes to an hour, or if you put actual
amount of time and effort into like making a video, editing. You know what I mean? You tend to develop a different form of relationship. I mean, that's where the inside jokes, that's where the different things come from, that we can have those connections with these guys. It's just something that you just don't get from other programs that I've seen in the past, as far as like guys talk about how some of their teams aren't even close together, and it's just one little element that adds so much. You know what I mean? Like, people look forward to it every year, as far as like just when you're coming back in, you expect preseason, everything else, and it's tough. And then when you get it to a moment where you're able to enjoy that and unwind and be able to just not think about soccer for a minute and just focus on the actual guys that are around you and the guys that you're with, it's just a different experience, I would say, altogether. It just makes things a lot sweeter.
Mostra tutti il mio cuore che partirò su navi per mari che io so non esistono più, con te io li vivrò, con
Out of all of the ones that I've seen over the years, that was the one that came close to probably the most creative. That one was really, really, really funny. I think I'm going to take them because he showed me an example afterwards of what they mimicked. If anything, I think that they did a better job than other synchronized swimming routines out there. Honestly, they should be in the Olympics. I think this next coming year is going to be my year as far as just performances go, and I think that I'm just going to outperform everybody when it comes to the talent show. You have no idea what's coming next. I mean, Phil Collins, that is just a stepping stone to bigger and better things, honestly.
We had the picture day on the same day as our second preseason game. Overall, I think it was a pretty fun day. I think overall it was my third or maybe fourth picture day in my entire life. And I think it was a pretty cool idea to allow everyone to have his own pose and all the team pictures, and to get to know like the photographs and all the people. It was pretty cool.
I'm assuming. I don't know, we'll find out. I'll shoot one and two.
And then Ellie catch.
Dave's looking like a farmer, as if he's never touched a ball before.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and end and hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, end and hold.
Ooh. Gonzalo always trying to be the coolest on pitch and off the pitch.
Wow.
Wow, Joe! Oh, incredible! Oh my God! No! It's okay, Josh.
There you go. How's it feel to be so small? How's it feel? Good. Fight it down a little bit. There we go. What we're doing, holding the ball at it. So.
Your 2019 Lenoir-Rhyne men's soccer team. Now for the second preseason game against Concord.
On the way back, you're going backwards. On the way back.
Good, there we go. Now we're switching on, boys. Here we go. Come up. On the sides, facing that way. You're going to face the same way on the way back. Good, fellas. Good, fellas. There we go. Good, boys. Good, boys. Chinese. 90%. 90%. Good. Good. Last one now. Fast feet. Fast feet. Fast feet. Fast feet. 2 minutes.
Good job, boys.
Good, Cascon, well done. Good job, boys. Blake. Good, now we're in there, now we're settled down. Hey, please help. Forward, shut. Good.
Another one.
Reset, together. Together, reset. Hold.
Concord game. Goals from Andres Ruiz, Luca Kolsch, Victor Cascon, Sir Kish, and Eric Miller give the Bears a second straight 5-0 preseason win.
Here with Luca Kolsch, freshman from Germany. Luca, a second 5-0 win for the Bears in pre-season. How are the team feeling right now?
I think another great game in our preseason. I think the team performance was really good today. We were very happy. We did a great job in the first half, improved our key principles in the second half. Yeah, I think the team's very happy about the team performance.
2 assists and a goal tonight for yourself. That's 2 goals in both preseason games now. How are you feeling as you prepare for your first regular season game on Thursday?
Yeah, I think that's the best way to start my new season here in the USA. But first and foremost, I have to say I'm really happy about the team performance, and we're 11 players on the pitch. And without them, I wouldn't be able to score my goals, and I will do everything for the team so that we can go be successful for the season. And go Bears!
Rivas, assistant coach. Hector, 2 games, 2 5-0 wins in pre-season. Are we feeling ready for Thursday?
Yeah, I think the guys are doing a very good job. This was our second game in pre-season, and I think we are getting together better and better. We are starting doing some good things, and I think we are in a good situation to face the first game in the season. It's going to be a difficult game against Limestone. We know that it's a good team, but I think that the guys are doing the right things, and we are ready for the season.
Hard for us. Here we see our getting together after the game against Concord. It's pretty cool for us as a team to have all the people around us, the families, the parents, the friends, and obviously the alumni as well. I would like to thank all the friends of the team, the friends of the program, the donors, the families, the parents, all the other students obviously as well, on behalf of my entire team. And we are very, very thankful to have you as our supporters to cheer for us. It's super cool for us, especially for us internationals, to have all the people around us to support us, to be a second family for us apart from home. And overall, we are very, very grateful to be in an opportunity to represent LR, to represent the LR men's soccer team. and without you guys, it wouldn't be as simple as it is.
Santi, if you ever hear me complaining about my job, you have permission to slap me as hard as you can. Take a look at this.
Back on the jog.
Underneath supporting movement. Can you show me, let's say, ball's come back this way, holding midfielder receives the ball, plays a pass to centre forward, okay? Can you show me a good underneath movement from one player?
Maybe like the attacking move, somewhere here, or if he's shooting, if he's over here, it just depends on his starting position. But underneath, so then we can have runners coming in.
Okay.
If he comes in underneath, these guys can either stay wide, they can pass the ball through for a cross, they can cut in front of their man, and he can play the ball kind of here.
Yeah.
Wide, I mean, wide works as well, because he can put in, but if he comes in front of his man, they can have a shorter or accurate cross where he can shot right off of it. So it just depends. Other people have to move with it as well. You can't just move the attacking move.
Happy with that? Yeah. Right.
After two strong preseason 5-0 wins, the first game of the season against perennial regional powerhouse and rival Limestone draws nearer, and preparation ramps up. Training and analysis are now completely focused on ensuring the players are ready.
It requires the opposition to take a risk. Regardless of playing ability, they have to do something, don't they? In a high press, if you miss one moment, even a bad player can kick it past you over the top of your back four, and you might be in a bit of trouble. If they've got a quick striker or a physical striker or a physical forward that maybe knocks you out of the way. In a mid-block, you are in such a good location on the pitch that balls over the top, typically, if we defend them well enough, can be adjusted to. Either our goalkeeper picks it up, or our defender sees it early enough, and we can pick it up and start playing. What they have to do is play through us. What they are trying to do is maybe play around us if they can move the ball quick enough. So we are asking teams, okay, are you good enough to beat us? If you are, then do it. If you are better than us, then prove it. And then we'll pick you up. I was a nasty little pit bull, and I would fight more than other players. And you need to have that in yourself as well. I know you do, but you need to feel that every time these situations happen. Because if we can break up these things, it's half the battle. I promise you. Do you guys recognize that?
The excitement for the opening game builds for the players and the staff. Assistant coach Rivas acts as an announcer for the game in typical Spanish style.
La línea central es con Diego, el español afianzado, parece Piqué en la pelota y tenemos mucha confianza en que pueda darnos una subida de balón muy limpia, Manolo. Ahí está en su lado el inglés, el rudo, el fuerte, el incombustible, Oliver Gardner. En la pareja de laterales tenemos por el lateral izquierdo Benny, el alemán, el serio, el contundente, el que nunca falla. Y en el otro lado tenemos a David, la zurda sutileza que pone la pelota donde quiere. En el centro del campo, Carles Montoliu, el chiquitín, el que nunca ve, el que ve las cosas antes que los demás, el que no la pierde, el que juega fácil. Javi Madroño, el que pone la garra, el físico. Y jugando por delante, Víctor Cacón como número 10. La pausa, la calma
la sutileza y en las bandas el Velociraptor por la izquierda, Gonzalito al otro lado, Luca y en punta Andresito, la samba colombiana.
Before the game can arrive, an evening clinic with the women's team and the YCVSC Eagles offers a chance for further community engagement.
Those clinics in particular, I think, are some of the best ways that I think that we do connect with the community, and the Eagles is just such a, and I guess I would say it's very important to the community, and there's a lot of kids that do circulate through the Eagles at one point in their life, and I know a lot of people jump from CVYSA to the Eagles and stuff like that, but for the most part, it's just so much fun when you see these kids, and then these kids start to come back. And you see them start to grow up over the past 4 years that you've been there, because you constantly are doing these different experiences. And then on top of that, when you're jumping in on different camps and different volunteer sessions, it's just so much fun to see how excited they are to want to have you in their group. This is one thing in particular that I think that I'm going to always remember as far as my time here at LR, was just being able to enjoy seeing these kids actually develop, grow, and some kids that weren't necessarily that interested in soccer, but after coming to these consistently and seeing these guys start to develop a little bit more, like now they're guys that want to go on and actually play in college and do something more and play more competitive, and improve themselves. And I mean, it's just at the end of the day, it's just a fun session for us to be able to interact with them and for them to really see what it's like to intermingle with some of these guys that are from all over the world and all over their state as well. So, I mean, yeah, it's been an unbelievable experience to be able to hang around them and be around the club.
Going to go into rondo, some social conditioning. We're then going to run through, 50-65% through our defensive shape again. Go into set pieces, finish with some individual work, some finishing work, some defensive work. Be done for the day. Okay? T-1 day until Limestone are on campus, ready to get started. Excited?
Yes,
Me too. Let's go.
Let's go then, boys.
Nice, Benny. Very nice.
Hey, everybody! Nobody, if it hits the body, it's a point against them. We're going for a set amount of time.
My body, that's
If you hit the body, it's a point against. Together. Body weight wins. Body weight wins. Body weight wins.
That's your hand.
The time to prepare is over. The season has arrived.
So usually before our home games, we wear our polo shirts, pants, and some really nice shoes. Usually we meet up to 3 hours before the game, so we can have our analysis, so we know what we got to do to focus on our opponent. Furthermore, we are going to have our pre-game meal by Rob 3 hours before the game. After our analysis and our lunch, we've got some time to prepare so everybody can focus on the game, whatever he needs to do to focus. And usually we meet up to 1 hour before the game, and then we get ready. We meet in the locker room, everybody's getting dressed, and then an hour before the game, we leave the locker room and go to the pitch, warm up, and then hopefully we're gonna win.